Welcome in, you guys. All right, energy check-in for June the 15th. Happy Father's Day for those that are watching. All right, moon at about 16 degrees of Aquarius. Today's transits, we've got some interesting things going on. Okay. It's looking more so like Mars in Leo with a square over to Uranus in Taurus today. Jupiter in Cancer with a square over to Saturn in Aries. So we're looking at squares in fixed energy as well as in cardinal. The moon with a sesqui quadrant over to the sun in Gemini. Quincunx over to Mercury in Aries. We have a quintile over to Chiron in Aries. A semi-square over to Saturn in Aries. Sesqui quadrant energies over to Jupiter in Cancer. And then a semi-square over to Neptune in Aries and a biquintile to Mercury in Aries. Heavy Aries energy today. Normally with the moon in Aquarius, we will be seeing any transits taking place in the sign of Aries with sextiles. That sextile won't be happening until tomorrow, the 16th, with the energy of Chiron. At a further degree, Chiron is probably in its like 27th degree at this point. Okay. So 16 degrees of Aquarius. Let's take a look at the Sabian symbol. Welcome in stage, Carolyn. Welcome in, you guys. All right, so we're at the last 5 degrees, it looks like. With Chiron in Aries. And we have the moon in Aquarius right now, 16 degrees. It speaks about a big businessman at his desk. Interesting. Organizational abilities. We live in a world where resources are scarce and there is competition for them. It requires good management to cope with this, self-organization, and staying on top of things. As a species, we have an impressive ability to manage resources and create intended outcomes. This is exemplified by space exploration and the technologies of war. Yet in the past, such ability was applied as much to create spiritual works as to manage the economics of war. We think of the Buddhist temples in the East and the Stonehenge and more in the West. Typically today, a bright young adult is immediately caught up in the corporate system that offers training and a generous salary. Sadly, very few people who have excellent management capacities are willing to forego prestige and comfort and use it to create spiritual outcomes. I like that energy. It looks pretty good. All right. So there could be this energy of business at this time. All right. Speaks about accomplishments. Says accomplishment fails unless it confers a depth of character that is not disturbed by gain and or loss. All right. Looks like 25 degrees of the sun in Gemini. We were tapping into that energy yesterday. Chiron, and where we're seeing the sextile by tomorrow. Just want to take a peek at the 27th degree. Chiron's all about healing core wounds. Core wounds. A lost opportunity that is regained in the imagination. So undeterred faith in pursuit of one's ideals and the reevaluation of what success is. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to just do a quick spread, see what's going on. Tiff, welcome in. All right, let's see. Lots of communication today. All right, you could be communicating to an Aquarius with the star card here. Communicating what is your wish fulfillment, your desires, what you have faith in, hope in. All right. High Priestess, tapping into your intuition. Heavy boundaries. All right. Spiritual boundaries is kind of what it's giving me here. That's a Sagittarian energy. Anytime I see Sagittarius and Pisces comes out together, it has a heavy spiritual connection to it. Star card is always a healing card. All right. So speak your truth in connection to your spiritual healing. The Devil's here. Capricorn energy. All right. What are the attachments, the toxicity, anything that's kind of so karmic? All right, I've seen the Five of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It's kind of giving me this energy of like, what are you detached from in love? I like that. Speaking truths. Welcome in, Jen. Speaking truths. Five of Cups. Could be mourning, sorrow, loss. Bringing balance into one's emotional state with Justice and the Knight of Cups. All right. What is this Devil energy connected to? I see Capricorn and Aquarius out here in majors, both ruled by the planet of Saturn, which is in Aries, having a lot to do with today's transits. All right, so again, discipline, structure, authority, but not only that, it would be perseverance, determination, and ambition. All right, so if it has anything to do with business, today would be the day to stand on business. Marriage has to do with relationships, commitments. I'm seeing lovers and gift. All right, so I'm guessing in relationships you could be receiving some sort of gift here. I see 17, 15. There goes that star card, Devil energy once again. Okay, so it's here twice. All right, there's a gift coming in from your lover. There could be some sort of healing after a very toxic type of energy in connection just by communicating. All right, especially if you are in commitment and marriage with this person. All right, let's see. Imprisonment. Lovers. Someone could feel stuck right now, not being able to express their truth. Anytime I see this imprisonment card, it reminds me of that Nine of Swords energy, which creates a lot of anxiety, fear, depression, worries, all right, in connection to love. All right, and it could be with whatever seems to be outside of, you know, what's not focusing on the healing. Why is imprisonment here with lovers? Main male is here. All right, so that could definitely be a main male feeling imprisoned in love. There's family room here. Family could be of significance in connection to this marriage. There's pathways that are opening up here. It requires a lot of transformation is what it feels like. I see butterflies. There could be talks of marriage, opening up new pathways. All right. In the near future with the distant horizon, things will change. I feel like from one step to the next, I see 35, 36. This could be ages. All right. That distant horizon card definitely speaks about spirituality. So there could be in commitment, moving forward on this pathway, opening up a pathway to spirituality as well. All right. Let's see what this is. Someone's in despair here. Could be about work as we're speaking about business. All right, this card always says not hiring in the background in that picture. So there could be unemployment at this time. I see privileged lady right behind that. All right, so no need to worry. That's kind of what it's given. I just want to go for the star card here. Moon in Aquarius again at 16 degrees. Normally the number 16 in tarot comes right before the star card. Speaks about a tower, an unexpected change. All right, something that happens suddenly, things that aren't built on firm foundation, pretty much breaking down to be rebuilt. I see Hermit, Virgo energy here. All right, so again, I feel like this has a lot to do with one healing in connection to health. All right, this would be seeking spiritual guidance with the Hermit. Again, a sense of healing going within, dark night of the soul energy in order to progress. With the Three of Wands, Sun in Aries energy. So I'm feeling this cardinal energy coming through with fixed. I'm wondering where this mutable energy is coming in with Virgo. There's nothing much happening there besides South Node energy, which is karmic challenges from the past. All right. A sense of healing and tapping into spiritual natural gifts as we are in opposition to the North Node in Pisces. All right. Five of Cups out here again. There's a sense of grievance. Working through the emotional state. Could be with family. Again, this could be with career. Pentacles are home, family, marriage, commitment, stability, whatever that may be, and how to move forward from this energy. Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius. Something requires a lot of originality, communication. Mercury is obviously conversations, right? And that's why I see the Ace of Swords here. What is it that we're feeling here with this Hermit? Because it's giving me, again, the Hermit searches for the star, searches for the truth. This is what the star is searching for, the truth. Okay? The truth on how you can heal and overcome the devil. Show me one more on the Hermit, please. King of Wands. Again, I feel the energy of determination, ambition, leadership, passion, drive, action to bring things back into balance. Libra energy. And there's the High Priestess. So listening to intuition, heavy. All right, this is bringing in balance to one's spiritual state. I feel like this has a lot to do. I keep picking this energy up since I started reading again, heavy on the subconscious state. This could be like overthinking situations and why this main male here could be feeling imprisoned in love. I'm going to move forward. Energy here. What seems to be the attachment. All right. It could be egotism. It could be greed. It could be that this connection is only connected to passion through sex. All right. Let's take a look. What's the devil? That Five of Cups there. That is a Scorpio energy. Venus in Scorpio to be exact. Venus in Scorpio at its detriment. So being that Scorpio's energy is all about deep emotional feelings, Venus not being comfortable there, it doesn't feel like there's love. Seven of Swords. Yeah. There's something surrounding this energy with some sort of strategy. Is it only connected through sex? Which causes then heartbreak, separation, loss. All right. Manipulation. Heavy Libra, Gemini, Virgo energy here. Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. It would be like someone trying to react very quickly in connection to what emotions are still there. All right. So again, it's like before you go, this is how I feel. But it will be highly connected to just the passion that's still there. Where's this marriage going? The Emperor. Again, the main male, whoever the father figure is, the boss, the one that seems to be taking authority in this connection here. Imprisonment and love. Okay. Two of Wands, there needs to be a plan. Spirit says to move forward. Saturn and Pisces energy, which we will see by the end of the year when Saturn goes back into retrograde starting in July. Okay. This may not be happening now, but it looks like that's where things are heading. Show me. Okay. There's that tower. I saw it. All right. I saw it. Where was it? Interesting. I said the tower comes before the star. There it is. Either something is built on a firm foundation or it's not. And it looks like as of right now, things are positively moving forward with your soulmate. Who you want to be committed to in marriage. Okay. This could be a shocking change if things weren't moving that way. All right. Having that conversation, working through and healing processes. All right. Still having hope and faith in something looks positive. Collaborating in love. There's the Lovers again. Okay. So why is there a sense of imprisonment in love with this main male coming through as the Emperor, heavy Aries energy? Remind you, Aries has Saturn, Neptune, Chiron. Saturn wants structure. Neptune could be living in illusion. What is reality versus what is your imagination? Chiron, how are you healing? Core wounds. Okay. These are all at different degrees. And both Saturn and Neptune are going to retrograde back into the sign of Pisces, which it requires to be adaptable. All right, because it's mutable. It doesn't stay the same all the time. It will change. Show me imprisonment in love. The King of Cups. So the person that's trying to work through their emotional state here is going to be this heavy masculine energy overall. Scorpio energy heavy. Tower, King of Cups. The Death card, heavy Scorpio. I'm seeing Mars, I'm seeing Pluto. Both rulers of Scorpio's energy. Mars is in Leo. Pluto's in Aquarius. In opposition at this time. Okay. So even when the moon is in Aquarius, in opposition to Mars that is in Leo, that confrontation, clash, tower moment. Understand? It's still calling for progression. Focus on the Sun and Aries energy. This Three of Wands is Sun and Aries. So Aries requires drive, action. All right. Because Aries is also ruled by Mars, it does bring a sense of disputes. All right. Fights, quarrels, whatever you want to call it. All right. And there could be someone feeling like they don't know what to do in love here. With their Queen of Cups, with their counterpart. Okay. It's almost like, I don't want you to go anywhere. But something requires to work through whatever this Five of Swords is. This could be gossip caused by your person or someone else surrounding them. This could be trying to win at all costs. I don't want you to go anywhere. I'm selfish. Okay. This could be harsh words spoken, not meant. All right. It is a Venus and Aquarius energy, which causes a sense of detachment or you living separate lives from your person. All right. Because Aquarius is so independent, but Venus requires that love. It's I'm with you, but I'm not with you, if you understand. That's something that has to be juggled. Welcome in, you guys. I know you all missed me. I'm back for now. Okay. For now. Okay. What else do we need to see about this main mouth here? This Emperor energy coming through strong. I'm feeling heavy in the emotional state. Heavy Scorpio energy here. In Scorpio, I believe we spoke about this before with transits. We've got Juno there. That was recently in retrograde. Vesta there. So Vesta is all about that passion, that spark that you have from within that keeps you connected, sacrificing and devoting for a person, right? Juno, it has to do with the bonding, with the commitment to a partnership in marriage. And then it's also there with Lilith, with requires someone to be non-submissive to their person, because Lilith is, obviously, you read up on Lilith, you know that theory says she's not so good, right? What's going on with the Emperor here? Maybe that this person's not sure if they want to commit or not. It could be just grievance. How can I strategize on overcoming this heartbreak utilizing sex for manipulation? You understand? Show me this main now, this Emperor energy. Wants to be seen. That's exactly what it is. Wow. A Six of Wands with a Six of Cups. This could be someone that you've had some sort of connection to in the past. Recognition with in the past. A victory with in the past. It could be there's a connection to children here. All right. This Six of Cups energy just says there's still something there. All right. There is Sun and Scorpio energy. I'm seeing Six of Wands as a Jupiter and Leo energy. All right. So there is some sort of appreciation still connected to this Emperor. That's why you guys are still collaborating. Three of Pentacles. This person has a sense of authority over your heart space. That's what this is. You can collaborate with this person because there's still love there. Okay. This is definitely a Father's Day reading. Why is that? The transits say so. That's why. I like this though. All right, so show me the communication in connection to the Two of Cups. I feel like this is someone very much saying, I'm open to moving forward. I see, you know, success with you. The Six of Wands would be victory with you. This would be someone you've been connected with since the past. And again, it's pretty much saying here, open up a line of spiritual connection rather than it just be connected to the devil. Meaning anything that keeps you attached to this person that may not serve your best healing process with the Star. All right, heavy fixed energy out here. Heavy. Capricorn, Aries, those are heavy masculine energies. There's apologies coming through. That's why this is all happening. Expressing emotions. Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, there's apologies. I still love you. I still want to be with you. We can work this thing out, that type of thing. But someone just kind of felt like imprisoned. Maybe they can't be with their lover at this time. And again, it's coming through multiple times. Queen and King of Cups, I love you. Okay, I apologize. I love you. You're my partner. You're my soulmate. I want to communicate this. I want to make it legit and understandable, right? So then where does this privileged lady stand in the energy of despair? This person is unemployed. That's what that means. Unemployed. All right, so we will be seeing pretty much a Five of Pentacle energy. Looks like King of Cups is coming through at the bottom of the deck. The Emperor is the provider. Okay. Privileged lady, despair. She's still privileged. Why? This is her person. This man is providing. Right? So this would be Father's Day energy. Stepping big business. Sitting in the seat and saying, I'm the boss around here. Don't worry about anything. That's what it's kind of given. Which I would understand it would be seen more so as not a pride and ego thing, but it can definitely be that way once we see the opposition to the moon in Aquarius with Mars and Leo. Show me this privileged lady in despair. Two of Pentacles. Adapting to what those changes feel like, look like. Rocky emotions. See the waves in the background. Wanting control though. Jupiter and Capricorn energy. Wanting control of what exactly? What was that? Three of Wands. Of how things are going to progress. In connection to all of this Aries energy. With Saturn being there. With Neptune being there. Is this an illusion or is this my reality? Am I healing? Do I still love you? Is there structure? Are we building on anything? Ten of Swords. There was some sort of betrayal here. This is going to be hard for this privileged lady to overcome. Could be juggling finances. All right. Going through a little bit of hardship here. Ten of Swords. There's some sort of silver lining here. There has to be the ending of a difficult situation. We are currently in the Sun in Gemini. This is Sun in Gemini energy. So all of that darkness is now turning to the light. Okay. Hangman energy. Just by taking a step back, healing, focusing, and gaining perspective about what things look like now after having this specific communication. All right. There's the Sun. Thank you. So this is what this is. It's like literally it all started with we need to have a conversation on how we're going to heal this. Star card energy. Is there still faith? Is there still hope? Is this going to work out? How can we work through hermit mode? Why are we feeling such sadness and sorrow and grief, right? Is this just manipulation? Is there actually going to be a separation here, Three of Swords? Are you going to be devoted to me? That type of thing. All right, a little bit more on this privileged lady and this despair energy here. It looks like in the past you were winning with this person anyway. Okay, that's what it looks like. We got 666 out here. I know that denotes a lot in like negative energy. It's seen as like the devil. 666 is associated to, in numerology, 6 is associated to Venus. So it has a lot to do with bringing in harmony to a situation, right? Once you get to the 7, it taps in directly with spirituality. And it will be tapping into a South Node energy. Karmic challenges from the past, tapping into natural gifts, and obviously getting through those challenges, right? There's a lesson to be learned here is how I'm hearing it. Page of Swords. There was an experience that someone had to go through in order to become this Queen of Wands. Feeling confident in here that someone's offering. Page of Pentacles. There could be children involved. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Again, I'm seeing that up top with the 6 of Cups. All right. So there could have been victories in the past. If you love this person, there's children involved there. All right. But this could be, if it's business wise, seeking opportunities with the Page of Swords, looking into the details of things, what opportunities are presented, how can I become a little bit more confident in my energy moving forward and getting creative. Could be that as well. All right. But for me, this is heavy on love. I see marriage out here. I see lovers twice. I see soulmate card out here, 2 of Cups. We got the King and the Queen of Cups. All right. And the King of Cups already came out next to this star card energy. So Queen and King of Wands, it's kind of giving me, there's still desire there. There's still passion there. Okay. It's showing overall, how do we get to this stage? Marriage. Because someone here feels imprisoned in love. And it's coming through as the main male. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely, I didn't even notice this. The Child card is on the bottom of the deck. Somebody's about to move into new work as well. Okay, this is new beginning energy in toil and labor. Looking for work, great fortune. All right, so bringing in the bag. That could be it as well. Starting up your own business. Take it as it resonates. Somebody here is dealing with love. Others are dealing with new opportunities. All right, in pursuit of what seems to be idealistic in their life at the time. Knight of Wands. Things are going to pick up fairly quickly as long as you remain concentrated and stern on what the accomplishment is here. Heavy Gemini energy with the King of Swords. Yeah, it will be celebrated moving forward. Family, friends, marriage, commitment, home, community. This could be a service group, okay? You could become a public speaker with the King of Swords. It could be many different things. Take it as it resonates, you guys. I don't know what your situation is. It's a general message. King of Pentacles is here as well. All right. So we're looking for stability. Knight of Cups. Could be in love as well. Ace of Cups. Could be self-love. Could be I'm building back on my confidence to become stable again. So I love myself. And I'm able to open myself up to love others as well. If it doesn't serve me, I walk away, take it as an emotional loss, and learn from my lesson. Saturn and Pisces, which we will see once again by the end of the year. When we step back into Piscean energy and when it retrogrades back, it'll be back at that 30th degree. From the 26th to the 30th degree of Pisces, it speaks about the realization of faith. As we speak about faith, truth in healing and having hope that what your wishes and your desires and your dreams are going to come true. It says, we come to a state of realization that we have no choice but to exercise free will, which Aquarius's energy is a very free will energy. We're speaking about the ruling planet of Aquarius, Saturn, stepping back into the sign of Pisces. Okay. We come to a state of realization that we have no choice but to exercise free will. Thus, we are constrained to see our lives as fulfillment of desires. And we do fulfill our desire by simultaneously looking for God and looking through God's eyes. We become whatever we idealize. Okay? That's what this is all about. All right, so if you're in the pursuit of your ideals, what does it look like in marriage? Things that you're committed to. All right? Career. It could be many different things. Strength. It requires a lot of courage. All right. I feel there's... I hope that's better, you guys. I hope that's better. I have flirt out here with seduced, lover, love. Step into their innocence. Is this you stepping out of a cheating situation? There was something that needed to be taught here. Someone feels that you need to be cared for. There could be children that need to be cared for. I'm seeing a teddy bear here. All right, someone needs your support, your assistance. Okay. Let's see what's going on. There's an anniversary coming up that's going to cause some upheaval here. Again, I'm feeling tower energy, destruction. There's something unexpected that's coming through, and it could be that someone wants to commit to you in marriage. Again, here's the ring. Somebody's like, listen, before we take anything further, we're getting married. That's what this is giving me. So that we can transform this situation and have a fucking brand new beginning. Open chapter. I seen the book at the very beginning of this read, starting with this deck. All right, if you have a lot of wisdom, if you're meant to teach, if you're supposed to be on a different pathway here, like the card said, all right, you're going through a transformation at this time. And whoever you're committed to in marriage, as your lover, that person needs to be with the shit. There needs to be an exchange of information. There needs to be some sort of chat or communication, which the Ace of Swords and that star card that came out about what is going to take place in connection to healing the situation. All right, there's some sort of disclosed information that you didn't know about. Okay, what else do I need to see here? ¿Me puede dar una botella de agua? Yeah, it looks like someone was trying to hide the fact or keep something in concealment here. Delivery. I feel like you're going to have this news delivered, and whatever that communication was all about, you're going to find out that someone was keeping some sort of inheritance concealed. Thank you. The energy may have been a bit misleading. Yeah. Someone has been trying to step up their courage on speeding something up in connection to some sort of invitation, getting a message across to you, and where you would understand exactly what's happening here. Someone's been very generous, giving with an open heart and offering without expecting in return. All right. Yeah, this person wants you to be flexible with them. Again, that's what I feel this is. All right. So Gemini energy, mutable. What else are we in with mutable? North Node energy, mutable. Once Saturn and Neptune retrogrades back into Pisces, more mutable energy. All right. The next mutable sign that we're going to see is not going to be up until we hit Virgo season. Okay. That's coming up August. August is the big deal. Virgo season is leading us into eclipse season, where massive changes are going to happen due to whatever karma looks like for you. Right? We've experienced this back in Pisces season. Now we're going to see it in Virgo season. So whatever these 6 months and you've been working on, that's what's going to come to culmination. All right. Yeah, things will come right back into alignment. I'm trying to tell you. I know what this is. Somebody has to have the courage to step up, speed things up, get their message across. All right. There could be, listen, I've been hiding. I've been keeping in concealment this inheritance that I want to give to you. This father figure is having some sort of wake-up call here. There could be a lot of people tapping into spirituality and needing to teach unwritten rules. Okay. In connection to love, how determination is required in connection to those that have been struggling desperately, stepping into the energy of innocence and teaching and supporting and assisting those that need to step into this energy of marriage before some sort of hurricane happens, something unexpected, an upheaval in someone's relationship. And an anniversary is going to be a birthday, an important day, a holiday, something that comes up. Okay, I want to pull one on that anniversary card because I'm not sure where Spirit's going with that. But this feels spiritual. It feels someone that needs your support. Okay, and it feels definitely where the message that you are teaching across is meant for you to continue to be generous with this energy. Welcome in, Steph, La Unique One. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Redemption, yeah. See, hope, miracle, and this is the major turning point here. Okay. This is going to be a very important day. Very important day. This is the turning point in before anything happens that's not supposed to be happening to you in connection to whatever this token of marriage is for you. Okay. Whatever this commitment is, this bond is, this is the most important, to focus on the healing first, to have that wake-up call. Father God, you understand? The unwritten rule of this is what it is to live life, all right? In connection, in marriage, and in love, and how that's so significant, important, rather than just being seduced by lust, devil energy, sex, attachments that have no type of significance in relationships. All right, we need to step back into this energy of purity. All right, a lot of people may be ignoring this, so we need to find a way to shift that focus. This has been overlooked, and again, bending but not breaking and shifting with grace. A lot of people are going to have to start becoming very flexible with this energy. Somebody has a specific dream, something that they desire, and it's very significant to deal with this right now. This is part of the spotlight and what's being shown to you at this time. So those that are going through transitions in marriage, for those that have been in relationships for such a long time and they're going through difficulties, try not to force things. If it's meant to end, it's because that's the way it meant. That's what I'm getting. You have to yield through something here. Try not to do things by force, okay? In connections with romance and in love. Careful who you're dating right now. That's what this gives me here. All right, careful who you're dating right now. I don't know why Spirit keeps trying to shut me out, but I'm going to continue on because I kind of feel like I'm tapped in already. So if it shuts out, I'll be right back, you guys. NC, welcome in. April, welcome in. NC, yo, it's my man's B-Day. Let me get a birthday wish for my man, Nick Sir. Nick Sir. I don't know, I got a piece of hair on me. It's driving me crazy. All right. What's going on with this father energy? The unwritten rules, the wake-up call to teaching, all right? The energy of heavy protection right now is of significance. Thank you, Jen, baby. I appreciate you. Tiff said 9/18. Is that in the chat? What is that? September 18th. Why do I feel like I need to look that up? I'm going to do so just because I've seen it. What's happening on September, what is it, 18th? Mercury enters Libra. Interesting. Mercury and Libra. One second, because it's going to bother me if I don't look up what that means. I forget. Mercury and Libra. Influence. Okay. It says here, being tempted by others, a group venture, needing others' good advice, a renewed relationship that blossoms, and the inspiration of being a hero. Like it. That's what this looks like. Thanks, Tiff. Okay. Show me, Father, and comply. The unwritten rules. 9 of Pentacles. That's a Venus and Virgo energy there. In the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, it speaks about discrimination. Having involvement with those that you are in collaboration with within the work environment overall. There's something about a wake-up call here with that. 9 of Pentacles also speaks about having and reaping the fruits of your labor, having a sense of abundance in your energy, okay? Freedom. 9 of Cups. 9. Nines are damn near completions, okay? It's giving me this energy of a wish fulfillment here in connection to, again, Virgo, Pisces energy. This opposing energy right now, yeah, look at that, Justice. It has to do with rules, okay? Laws. Spiritual laws. That's crazy. Traditional laws, I feel. Things from the past. All right? Things that were inherited that way. Okay? Things were handed down to you. You may have been cheated out. Something was hidden from you. Something was meant to be misleading you so that you wouldn't receive some sort of inheritance. Because I'm being drawn this way. as I speak about inheritance, because I know I've seen it on the delivery card here. Okay. What is being hidden right now in connection to what's meant to be delivered? I'm getting an inheritance. See, this feels like a spiritual inheritance. That's what it feels like. Something that was given to you from the past. South Node Virgo energy. Here's the Virgo energy here with the Nine of Pentacles. It's coming out in opposition in minor arcana, let's be clear. Okay? So it's a big deal, but maybe a lot of people don't know about it. It needs to be taught. It's an unwritten rule. You understand? This is Jupiter in Pisces. Jupiter at its domicile in Pisces. Heavy spirituality. Lots of knowledge needs to be given to the collective to bring in a spiritual law. It's wake up call. Ring the fucking bell so people know what's going on. You understand? Show me. What is right now hidden in concealment with this inheritance? A lot of people could be struggling because they're not committed in marriage, you guys. Spiritually. That's what it's given. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. There's some sort of deception out here. Lies, strategy. All right. It could be, again, someone trying to keep something in concealment in connection to whatever the opportunity that's supposed to be presented here. What is the Queen of Wands? What's the Queen of Wands? That's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I'm getting heavy Leo with the Queen of Wands. You could be seeing black cats a lot lately. I mean, heavy on the cats. Okay. Show me what is the Queen of Wands? The Three of Swords. Are people trying to hide deception in connection to those that choose not to be devoted? Saturn and Libra energy. 1 second. I'm getting deeper into this because I can't let it go. Just give me 1 second. Saturn and Libra with the Three of Swords. We're speaking of someone that's required to be devoted. It speaks about devotion. Okay. Taking part in a legal case. This is spiritual law. Okay. Drawing up an important agreement. A relationship with a great age difference and or a long-lasting marriage. Long-lasting marriage. Okay. Six of Swords. In order to go through some sort of transition, you would have to be required to move forward. I'm getting to like the next stage of something. And start collaborating here. All right. Stepping into a position of authority, I would imagine, with Mars and Capricorn. Show me what the Three of Swords is trying to significantly show me here. All right, what is that in connection to the Queen of Wands? Why does that have a lot to do with what's being hidden in concealment or what may have been misleading? I would imagine happiness, emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups here. Those that choose to escape situations that are easily left. That's a Mars and Pisces energy. That came out yesterday for brand new beginnings with the Fool card. Uranus is about to transition into Gemini. That's going to be a whole different type of energy there. We're looking at Mars and Pisces right now with this energy. I'm just curious on where this is leading us here. So again, a lot of people are choosing to separate and experience loss and heartbreak due to just wanting to escape situations that don't keep them emotionally fulfilled. All right. By cheating and keeping things in concealment rather than being truthful, Ace of Swords, and keeping hope and faith that everything would work out. So it's stopping people's inheritances coming through, because this has a lot to do with spiritual law. It says, if your wish fulfillment is to reap the fruits of your labor, there are unwritten rules that you have to follow by and teach and have others wake up call. It says, using great energy to extract oneself from tricky situations, working way too extremely hard for others, for the benefit of others, and or shutting one's eyes to the reality of a situation. So you would clearly know exactly what's happening around you. Why is it that I'm being cheated out of my inheritance here? Because you're not on the right path. That's why. Now you got to start over. Fool card. Take a leap of faith and listen to your intuition. Spiritual law says you need to be in balance here. Okay. Show me this energy of stepping back into innocence, what's being taught in connection to love and lust, all right, and having to struggle desperately in order to get back on the right path. Show me what this is. Back out, High Priestess. Okay. What else do I need to see? The Moon. Subconsciously. That's what I'm feeling right here. Spiritually. All right. King of Swords. There's rules to be followed here. I'm hearing like rules and regulations. Heavy, like strict rules. Starting off fresh. And again, it's like you're stepping into a sense of purity. It could be mentally as well. All right. For those that are doing healing, it would be like you speaking your truth is getting it all out there so that you can start from scratch. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Show me one more here. Why is I feel like your intuition is showing you exactly what it is that's hidden in your emotional state. So there could be inner healing that's taking place here by speaking your truth. Thank you, thank you. There's inner healing happening here. This is like legacies. You healing, how do you call that? Ancestral. You know what I mean? Things that came before you that were screwed up. Looking into the details of things, how things may have been hurting children growing up, not being in a stable environment or something like that. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yep. This would be like ancestral wounds that you have to heal, and utilizing your spirituality and your intuition to find out the truth of a situation, sticking to unwritten rules, seeing past hidden enemies, understanding your emotional state so that you can focus on having faith and hope in healing. I'm surprised the sun isn't out here yet, because I see the moon and the star directly together. So I'm getting like moon and Aquarius energy today. All right. Ooh, show me this energy of what this important day is in connection to this turning point. What are we looking at here? Give me a clue on a day. Something significant. I see a candle. I see a star past the clouds. Okay. What is this energy of redemption and anniversary? The Four of Cups, the moon in Cancer, Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. So not only is the moon in Cancer in its domicile, it has a lot to do, once again, with mother figures, has a lot to do with the home environment, has a lot to do with the inner healing. Okay, but this means that there could be some sort of like missed opportunities here with the Four of Cups. Something that you have to work past. This moon in Cancer speaks about friendship energy. All right, so whatever the anniversary is, or however you're turning this energy around, because I'm seeing turning points, Wheel of Fortune. All right, see the clouds? Something here is happening where it's transitioning the energy. King of Cups, Chariot. This could be a masculine's emotional state in connection to a community, a home, a marriage, an environment where you live. That Four of Cups energy also gives me a sense of someone feeling rejected. What's this Four of Cups energy over top of redemption and anniversary? Six of Cups. Judgment. All right, there's something that's required here about truth, ascension, awakening. All right, spiritual alignment. Something's going to require a very slow transformation. Okay, that's what I feel. Someone's going to be rejected in love. There may be that this person is connected to that person because that was part of their inheritance. All right, but for whatever reason, there was some sort of deception in connection to someone's offer here. Don't know why. It could be spiritually. But what I'm feeling is the ascension, the awakening doesn't happen, and it happens way slowly. All right, because something was meant to transform in connection to the Empress. This would be like the feminine energy in a marriage. Why is it that in the past this person was rejected? Why in the past there was a specific important day where there was supposed to be some sort of hope that there was a miracle that was going to take place and there was going to be a turning point where some sort of upheaval that was meant to take place was actually meant to lead to someone becoming married and having a wedding ring or something like that, okay? So there's a shift happening here. Again, I feel like someone either working it out and having a victory with this, all right? Being courageous on moving forward. This is my soulmate. This is who I choose. This is who I'm going to build a family with. This is who I'm going to be with long term again. And if not, then this is how I am, imprisoned in the mind. And that, again, is coming right back to the energy of the person that you're supposed to love. Or this is going to be this masculine energy saying, emotionally, I'm indecisive. All right. Left out in the cold. There's a major shift happening here. We're going to move on from these cards. I'm going to jump over to what I have over this side, you guys. And then I'm going to have to do like a members extended for this reading. This is becoming a bit deep today. And I feel like it's because we've got these squares that are taking place here with Jupiter and with, who was it? Neptune or Saturn? I think it was Saturn. It's Jupiter with Saturn and Mars with Uranus. So Mars wants action. Uranus wants change. Jupiter wants growth and expansion. Saturn wants structure, wants to discipline and pretty much restrict. Okay. So there could be someone here that is ignoring their focus, their desires, what it is that they dream of. All right. There is a need for this person to bring something into the spotlight and express themselves and get creative. For those that have the courage to speed things up, these are going to be the ones that are receiving the message, is what I'm getting. The letter, the invitation. All right. And there's also this energy of someone not bending and or breaking in connection to a relationship. All right. And where this person is definitely coming in to alignment and giving with an open heart with gratitude. All right. Let's tap. You communicated something here. Someone is being communicated to take advice, to move forward, to accept the transition, to start planning so that they can be happy. All right. Balance, harmony in their life. That wanted to be seen. 10 of Cups and 10 of Swords at the end of a very difficult situation to be emotionally happy. All right, now. Somebody's wish fulfillment here with this Emperor energy. Show me the Emperor. Interesting. The Queen of Swords and the Two of Swords. There's a heavy Libra energy there. Aries and Libra in opposition. That would be a confrontation, obviously, with self and relationships. The Queen of Swords shows me that this person isn't focused more so on relationship. This person's desire is to start a business. The Queen of Swords is not involved in love. She's involved in business. Highly focused. All right. Two of Swords could have been indecisive. Yeah, it feels like spiritually. All right. There's something traditional about it. One more on this Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Again, there's a heavy choice or a decision that needs to be made here. The Hierophant. Whether you want to be involved in this community, all right, or not. Or not. Interesting. It's giving me connections to attachments to things that don't serve you. The Moon. Trying to keep things in concealment. And not only doing that, but causing some sort of confusion as well. All right. This could be trying to like bluff your way through a situation. I don't see that. That's not what this is. Something like that. Jupiter and Gemini with the Eight of Swords. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Jupiter steps back into Gemini this year as well. I could be mistaken. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe Jupiter steps back into Gemini as well when it goes retrograde. So, 2025 for the end of the year. I'm just going to pull 3 cards on just that energy alone. I want to see what this is. Chosen Divine says, just to keeps on buffering, but seems okay now. Not a problem, sweetie. You know I have a lot of patience. I'll just come out and jump back in. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. All right, 3 cards on the end of the year for 2025, you guys, in connection to all of this energy. All right, someone here, there could be, I'm feeling like a heavy spiritual thing going on right now. All right, this could be legal. This could be unwritten rules. This could be the need to comply. This could be ignoring situations, all right? The need to be invited and or offered an opportunity before you're able to do something. Now, this could be you being flexible. This could be you choosing to reject and this being gossiped about, all right? There's a lot of different things going on here. Someone's going through like a major dark night of the soul to experience some sort of transformation in their life. And what it's given me is that it requires a lot of strength, okay? In yielding, all right, accepting the changes and allowing things to manifest as they should. 3 cards for the end of 2025 for this energy. This is weird. 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands. I see a lot of passion, desire, and ambition here. I see communication coming through. I see positive changes coming through. I see sudden changes coming through. I'm feeling like communication coming from abroad, Mercury and Sagittarian energy. Although in its detriment, we will see a Mercury Sagittarius retrograde this year. Okay. I'm seeing Jupiter in Leo. This is heavy recognition, lots of victory, lots of success, being in the public eye, pretty much being on display, on show, all right, and choosing to be in the spotlight, not being afraid to do so, all right, and I'm seeing lots of success here, all right, with determination. There's a lot of charismatic energy, all right, in connection to someone's creativity. I like this energy a lot. Down at the bottom of the deck's the 4 of Wands. This is a commitment, all right, whether it be to a community, to marriage, whatever this is, moving forward, all wands. All right, so it's like the required to take action in order to bring things once again back into balance here. High Priestess, I like it. All right, so that's what I'm feeling here. There's a heavy energy of spirituality, Hierophant, High Priestess here. I keep seeing Justice and the Emperor in opposition. Spiritual business is kind of what it's giving me here. Spiritual partnership, spiritual contract, however you want to look at that. Heavy Gemini energy as we have the sun shining in Gemini, which has all to do with the communication that needs to take place, the contract that needs to be signed and looked over. Make sure you look at all the details. We've been speaking about that. It's been coming up in the readings. All right, focusing and not ignoring your desires. But overall, there's a heavy sense of stepping into spirituality. All right. Thank you, Jen, for becoming a member. I appreciate you guys. Jupiter Cancer is in my ninth house. Yes. Heavy knowledge. A lot of spiritual knowledge. All right. So I hope you guys appreciate the Sabian symbols. They normally help me out a lot, understanding the energy and what I'm learning here as I pull cards. Yeah, I get into my little dusty readings and pick up on energy, but we clearly know Jazz, you know, focuses more so on tapping into the real energy. All right. I love you guys. I will catch you on the next one. And if you haven't become a member, yes, all the information is in the description box below. If you want to donate to the channel, all of that is in there as well. All right. Catch you later. Bye.